Hello, this is Ryan Hewells, principal of Oregon Elementary School, with an end-of-the-year SIP update. Our systems goal was to implement our new ELA resource with fidelity by completing 70% of the units. We can proudly say that our staff in every grade level did do that. So next year we plan to increase that to 80%, which would be about one more additional unit in the 26-27 school year. Some highlights of those action steps. It's the first time in over 10 years that all grade levels have used an aligned resource with fidelity. Super proud that this was a teacher-driven process that continues to lead the implementation. It's directly aligned to our professional development and the latest literacy research. And the student experience has been a pleasant surprise. So our students are getting a much greater exposure to background knowledge, so in areas of social studies, science, history. And at the end of each unit, there's the opportunity to do a culminating activity that aligns to that unit. So for example, in the pictures you'll see in kindergarten, they had a fairy tale unit. So at the end of that unit, there were a few days where they held a royal ball. Teachers transformed a classroom, had a little bit of a dance, had some different treats and other activities to reinforce the learning that just took place. And kudos to our staff for going above and beyond in that area. Our performance goal would be that we'd see a 5% increase in the total number of students meeting their fall to spring growth goal in the NWA MAPS assessment that we take 3 times a year. Current reality, as of today, we're still kind of finishing up testing, but I can share the results as of the end of the day Friday. And as we're looking into next year, we still do not have IAR data that we took in March and April. We hope to get that soon, but sometimes it's June or July, and that'll help drive our goal planning for next year. We have already done a few things in building the master schedule for next year. We have not had consistent intervention support for all grade levels, but we have blocked that and plan to implement that kindergarten through 6th grade next year. Looking at the current results as of end of the day, May 8th, growth by subject and grade level, you will see by ELA and math, lots to celebrate, especially in the area of math. A lot of growth occurring from fall to spring. ELA leaves a little bit more to be desired, but that was to be expected as our staff works with a brand new resource. They're getting ongoing professional development and working with our implementation team to make sure we iron out the kinks. So we anticipate a sharp uptick next year. Looking at math proficiency levels, this breaks down by grade level, and each color is divided by 20 percentile. So red would be the lowest performing students and on up. So in math, again, lots to celebrate, especially at the older grade levels, which had been an area of concern. So kudos to those staff for putting in the work and getting some results we're celebrating. In ELA, as previously mentioned, leaves a little bit more to be desired and will continue to be an area of focus as we work out the kinks in our new ELA resource adoption and finish up letters training. Our culture goal. We were hoping to increase our favorability in professional learning on the Panorama survey. We did not meet that goal, but there was a concerted effort to provide more meaningful professional development to all of our staff. Mrs. Speaks and I did partner to offer, for the first time that I can recall, meaningful and targeted support for our non-certified staff and paraprofessionals. So they had a litany of topics they could learn about, including classroom management, working with students with special needs, and supporting challenging behavior. We had multiple teams of teachers visit area schools that were either implementing our new resource or just to gain better insights on how we can improve our practices here. And then our content area teams and specialists all had the opportunity to attend state or national conferences in their area of expertise. Looking into next year, looking at the most recent Panorama data, there is It is very apparent that student behavior is the biggest area of need that our staff is expressing that they need in the area of culture. So we are working with our school improvement team to make a goal centered around that. So some areas of focus we've already begun to talk about as we finalize that plan over the summer months would be staff classroom management and supporting challenging behavior. We plan to possibly adjust our behavior matrix as needed to be sure it's meeting the needs of our student, but also supporting our staff. And then working with our SEL team, our counselor and our social work to make sure we're providing more targeted support for our students. Some building highlights. Courtney Gallrat, 5th grade ELA teacher, was one of the 13 finalists for Illinois Teacher of the Year. So recently we got to travel down to Bloomington to have her be recognized with those who excel nominees. Super proud of her in that, and is a well-deserved recognition. And as of today, of our certified staff for the second year, anybody that was not retiring, they're all coming back. So it's kudos to the board and Dr. Capozzi and the rest of the leadership team for continuing to create a place where people want to stay and do great things for our kids. And then continued IAR improvement on the most recent results released in the fall. And if some of the MAP projections hold, we should see some positive things when those results are released later. And then I'll end with this. It's important that we don't lose sight of those who we are blessed to serve. So just sharing some cool pictures from throughout the year with high school students from across the street or older students kind of helping our younger students throughout the building, or just some cool experiences that we created. So just wanted to leave you with that, and thank you for the opportunity to serve alongside you, and have a great day.